Few hours, Browns will kick it off against the Steelers and Russell Wilson. Wilson, 3-0 in his career against the Browns with Seattle and Denver. We remember that game last year. Passer rating, 114.7. Earlier this week, Russell Wilson met with the media, talked about what he has seen from this Browns defense.
They're obviously tough, physical. Obviously, it starts up front for them. They got some great players on the defensive side. I think they fly around. They're coached well. We got to bring our best football. Played these guys last year. They're physical. They fly around. They do a great job. Like I said, they're really well coached. Coach Schwartz does a great job coaching them up, and they're just such a talented group. So, they're gonna make some plays here and there. You got to understand that. You got to understand the balance of the game. And just really, just playing the game. If it's a 4-quarter game, it's a 4-quarter game. You get to play the moments.
Let's welcome in Casey Kinnamon from the Orange and Brown Report, as well as the All Eyes on Cleveland podcast, Sparking Browns podcast. Casey, Wilson was a problem, and he's got a lot more talent on the offensive side of the ball than he had with the Broncos last year.
First of all, that camera work was making me seasick just now. That was all over the place. Russell did a phenomenal job last year at pre-snap reads. He understood what the Browns were trying to do, and he was able to go away from pressure and find easy answers. Everything was near the line of scrimmage. But yeah, I agree. Like, the difference between what he was in Denver and what he's been in Pittsburgh is the fact that Pittsburgh's leaned into his skill set. When I think of Russell Wilson, in NBA terms, he's a point guard who just shoots layups and threes. Everything's either a moon ball or it's a check down. And the Steelers have leaned into that, and they have the personnel to throw the moon ball, and guys as outlet valves like Freiermuth and Warren. They have guys who can catch near the line of scrimmage and do damage. So it's a pretty good mixture for him, and I think Arthur Smith has a good understanding of what Russell can do and what he can't do, and just leans into those strengths.
I would also expect there's a package in the red zone for Justin Fields just based on the problems that the Browns had with Taysom Hill last week. Better be ready for that, because you're going to get another guy that can run.
Yeah, I'm going to be having nightmares about that Taysom Hill game for years. So, yeah, just the understanding of what can happen against this Browns defense, and when you have someone with those kind of skills. And Fields has a little bit of that. I know last week they kind of went to a little package, and Fields didn't do so well. So hopefully he's in the doghouse. But after what you put on tape last week against Taysom Hill, don't be surprised if you see that every time a team has a player that kind of fits that mold.